So hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to have a look at the availability of Starlink Mini in Switzerland. Now we're having a look at the starlink.com website, and you can see the Starlink Mini kit here in a picture. But if I try to order it from the official website, what you will see is that the option does not exist in Switzerland. All you get is the regular generation 3, I think, Starlink that you can get. And if I, for example, change to Sweden here, you can see that here I could choose the Starlink Mini, but in Switzerland it still seems unavailable. But there is one online shop that is actually also a chain of regular shops that do seem to have this Starlink Mini kit available, even though it's sold out online, but apparently it's available in some shops. So today we're going to find out if it really is available. So stay tuned and let's play the montage.
Ça, je pense.
Merci. Bonne soirée.
Ça va voir, hein.
Merci. So here we go. Let's unbox the Starlink Mini kit. As you've just seen, I purchased it from a regular high street shop in Switzerland, so it is available in Switzerland. Whether or not we can actually connect it to a Starlink account and activate service on it, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to find that out. But this is the actual Starlink Mini kit, not as some people said that it was just mislisted as a regular Starlink kit, represented as a Starlink Mini kit, which it is not. It is the actual Starlink Mini kit. So yeah, let's open it up. Comes in this very nice cardboard box with a simple design. It's actually interesting here. You can see it says SpaceX USA, and you can see here it is made in USA. So they are actually fabricating these things in the US. And of course we have the CE mark here, so it can be sold in the European Union. So let's open up the strip. Yeah, perfect. These pull tabs never really work, but one way or another we're gonna get in here. There we go. So that out of the way. Well, we have to go all the way around. Seems like. And on that side too. So let's have a look inside. And we get our typical Starlink pictures, simple instructions, just some pictograms, and yeah, so basically set it up, plug it in, grab the app and connect, and you're ready to go. And apparently it also supports a pole mount, which I don't know why you would use the small one with a pole mount, but yeah, it supports it. So as you can see here, this is the base, which has this pole mount flange here that you can just tighten the screw down on a pole. Apparently this also forms, I guess this also forms the little kickstand, or maybe not, so let's have a look. And then also we have the little power supply, and let's have a look at what this specifies here. This specifies 30 volts at 2 amps. So it's a 60 watt power supply, supplying 30 volts at 2 amps, center positive. And it's just a typical barrel jack. So quite an untypical voltage to supply 30 volts. But I guess they increased the voltage to be able to support a longer cable run without too much power loss due to voltage drop. So yeah, this part is actually made in Vietnam, as it says here, and apparently this is IP66 waterproof, which is kind of cool. So you can basically plug it in outside, so you don't need to worry about protecting the power supply. So now let's get to the main attraction, this Starlink Mini. And no, I was wrong. There is actually a little stand built right into it. So this part is, I guess, completely extra. This is just to mount on a pole. So you don't need that, which is nice. So wow, thing is super small and super light. I mean, in comparison to the actual big Starlink dish, which I have the original one, like dishy McRound face or however it's called. In comparison to that, this thing is absolutely tiny. It's amazing. And it's super light. I mean, amazing what they managed to do in these few years. I mean, I think it's about like two years and a quarter since I got my big dishy McRound face, and now we're down to this, which is really cool here. So I guess this little plug here you can pull out is the Ethernet. It's really stuck in there, but I guess that's to make it waterproof. Yep. I don't know if you can see it yet, but in there is just a regular RJ45 plug. And next to that, just the typical little barrel jack that apparently takes 30 volts and 2 amps. At least that's what the power supply specifies. I don't know if you can see it, but let me try and get a close-up on that. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. You can see there it says 12 to 48 volts, 5 amps. So this can actually just run off of 12 volts, which is really cool. So basically you don't need that 30 volt power supply. All you need is 12 volts in here and you should be good to go. So we have just a little protection sheet as well. And then the final part is just the cable. Wow, but that's actually super nice packaging. I mean, like this bit of cardboard and then some nice Velcro straps here. It holds it inside. Pull it out and there you go. You need your nice waterproof barrel jack to barrel jack cable, which feels decent quality. Feels like a good cable. I mean, it's not rubber or anything. It's just a regular PVC cable, but it feels decent. A nice thing to include little Velcro straps. I mean, even better would have been the little Velcro straps which have a little tab on the top, so you can just fix them to the cable, like the ones you have for like XLR cables and so. But nice, really nice. And then I think just put the dish away as well. We just have some instructions, and in lots of languages. I mean, basically here is German, French, Italian, so basically everything that we use in Switzerland covered. I don't think it's in Retromanche. I doubt it. That's our 4th national language. But yeah, I mean, with German, Italian, and French, you're pretty much covered because everybody at least speaks one of those. So, wow, yeah, that's like the typical sort of huge pamphlet of just, I guess, regulatory information. Let's see if we can find English, because I'm curious about the frequencies. Français, here's English. Doesn't specify any operating. It does here. It says 14. So it's the same as the big dish. So it's the uplink frequency is at 14 until 14.5 gigahertz. It has an output of 38.2 dBW. Which I don't know exactly what that's in watts, but you can look that up. And even shows here like where you need to go with the browser to get the admin portal. So like 192.168.100.1. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just some further regulatory information. So now comes the big question, and that is, can I actually activate it on my Swiss Starlink account? As I said, I do already have another Starlink dish, the original version, and that works perfectly fine here. So now let me play around with it, and let me see if I can connect that up to my Starlink account, and see if I can activate service. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm connected to the Starlink Mini now, and I'm actually online. But you can see that red message there, which is showing that it will be, the internet access will be disabled in 18 minutes, since it's not yet activated. But nevertheless, as you can see here, you can access all the settings. You can see the statistics, it's all connected, and it's all working fine. Here you can see it showing the interferences. There is some interference there to the left of it, as it's a roof that's close to it there. You can see it's not even oriented well at all, but it's working fine. Here you can see we're doing a speed test, and as you can see, it's actually pulling down like roughly 60 megabits per second. And this is actually a limitation of the Wi-Fi connection, because apparently my phone just seemed to lock on to the 2.4 gigahertz. In the beginning I had it on 5 and I got over 100 megabits, so it seems to be quite fast. You can see all the regular settings. I did rename the Wi-Fi network. It asked me to do that after I connected for the first time. Yeah, so it seems to work fine apart from that red message. And if you press on that button, activate, it will open a browser window, and you can see it's not showing anything here. I'm just getting a black screen because for some reason my browser won't let me record the screen. But anyway, there wouldn't be much I could show you. It just asks you to log into your Starlink account, and then basically it prompts you to activate the dish, which has this specific dish ID, and you click through it, and then eventually it will lead you to a screen where you have to input some payment information, because you have to pay your first month of service upfront. So after the payment has completed, you will be able to go back into the Starlink app, and as you can see, it now says Starlink activated successfully. So yeah, the payment has gone through, Starlink is now activated, and it works just fine in Switzerland with a Swiss Starlink account. Pay the first month of service upfront and you'll be online and connected. So as you can see, I'm doing updates here now, but yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, it works fine. I will make another video with more testing after I get some experience with it. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and goodbye.